Tokyo University, and Yokohama University, and Kuma University, yes. And currently we get a license, say JFDA, CFDA, ANGS, and IEC all. So basically you can use. And this is the two machine difference you can do comparison. This hospital one, 4 target, 4 data you can get outside the machine, in outside. The another one is community is much lower price. Then you have API and API and others, and Bluetooth transformations. So come back to this conclusion that this machine has 3 key functions. First, symptom screening, stroke, heart disease, coronary disease, and Alzheimer's disease. Secondly, for the physician or for the doctor, to say the drug efficacy evaluation, means therapy evaluation. During such kind of artery problem, at least take 1 or 2 or 3 months can recover. And last is available to the physicians. So the A value, I think for all people now, I think all of you is doing business. Maybe some of them is doing the cooperative, and then you can see the assistant, the medical and the nursing operator in the hospital, and early discovery, the stroke and heart attack, and early treatment. You save time to go to the doctors, and then it means you save your life. And a better recovery because you can check the people taking medicines, the medicine, what about the function, the result you can see. And then the facility self-monitoring for the high blood pressure people, diabetes people, you can check. And then high-risk people also need to check timely once a week. And the prevent the recurrence of the heart attack. Once the people get stroke, within 6 months, this is the high risk for them to again stroke. Once you get stroke, you go to hospital, or you say you get the treatment, you go back home to take a rest. But within 6 months, the high risk to recover again, recurrence again. So the machine is checking the people who taking, for example, aspirin, taking the Lipitor, then they have to check, continue check whether the medicine is really getting down the data or not. The last one is daily screening for the artery stiffness for any people who, for example, high emotional stress people, traditional, say, genetic people, traditional hypertension people, you have to check timely. So machine can go through the Bluetooth, transfer all data to the cloud, and then transfer to the doctors. And this one you can use the computer, to monitor the machine, and print out report. Then this is the sample we now outside is doing already outside the conference hall. So the favorable device for a healthcare facility, thereby providing effective solution. So preventive treatment before disease is the key, yes. And then you can see these two data. The first one, the people check, you can see the API is really high, blue top. They're taking, 1 month medicine, or so-called their supplement. Next page, next chart is getting down. So this is very good for the doctor to see the patient after taking the therapy, whether it's getting better or not. For the supplement company, they're taking, for example, omega-3 or the oil, fish oil, so and so, getting down. And for the, elder home. Anyway, so these two pictures for the people taking the same guy, and you can see the processing of the treatment result. So 5 key values for Pasesa. Firstly, is early detection for patient, early treatment in the hospital, the government. Significantly reduce the number of patients each can, importantly, can reduce the suffering of patient or family member. The third is significantly reduce the amount of medical expenses in the later period of the government and increase the social productivity. Once the clinic doctors can easily use a machine to scan the screen to get more patients in for them. More patients means more business for them. And on the other hand, the patients are very happy because they was found that they have no problem, they have problem, they get a treatment, they are away from shock. Okay? Pharmacy, in the Hong Kong, China many pharmacies selling the oil, selling the fish oil, supplement product. So this machine, in case you put in the pharmacy shop as a free of charge to screen the people, I think every day you can collect more than 70 or say 50 people which will buy your supplement, like the fish oil, like the omega-3, like the I call it Shine tea, or the American ginseng. So it can create the business, it creates more manpower coming into your shop. And the supplement company is a create a communication. Difficult to sell supplement. Normally, people say I have no problem. But if your data is no good, by checking, I think they are eager to buy the supplement to maintain better and better. So this is the create a communication for the supplement company to create a market, to create a need for the supplement. And then health center create need for the better heart health. Health center in Hong Kong, in China, many. I think in Malaysia also. The people is so-called the suboptimal health. Not gut health, but not in the same. So the suboptimal health, they need to check by machine, and then same time they will accept you solution like the physical checking, medicine, supplement, physical exercise, massage, whatever. Okay. The body check center. That means that in Hong Kong, in Malaysia, you can see there are body check center. If the body check center uses a machine to make a mass screening, it will create a lot of many people who need to use this MRI, who need to use an ultrasound. So that for the body check center to collect the business, collect the potential patient, to collect a lot of data, so that they can provide more good service, a good solution for them. So this is a creator. Last one is say the recuperations, preventive treatment before disease. So this is so-called the model, business model, which the people, the gentlemen, the ladies sitting here, they know how I can use this kind of screening machine to create my own business. And then this is the way of using it, simply. Not for baby, not for the children, at least like 15 years before, baby is no need to use. And then if the people are using so-called the cardiac pacemaker, you have to shut down the Bluetooth. Okay? And some case better not to use. For example, undergoing blood transfusion, under the so-called carrying AV fish line for the so-called treatments, and very low blood pressures, and irregular heartbeat. So better not to use. So after you drink an alcoholic, within 3 hours, better not to check, because the data will not be your data, somehow may be very high. Okay? And one important thing is, if you use this machine to check, you check the machine every day at the same time. Because the people every day have around 25% say the blood pressure fluctuations. So if you do it 9 o'clock, you do it every day 9 o'clock. If you do 10 o'clock, you do it every day 10 o'clock to maintain a good weight, the good data. Okay. This is environment means sitting properly, stand straight. Okay. Yeah. One minute. The fat guy may be 90 seconds, but the normal guy I think 1 minute can get the result. And outpatient screen can provide a large number of the patient source for the hospital, especially for the privacy hospital or the privacy clinic or for the doctors. Okay. And the cardiovascular, sorry. Okay. Okay. This cardiovascular DC rehabilitation center, I say the people get stroke and they're getting the patients, getting the doctors, consultants, then they have to be checked timely. Okay. So this is the business model. I think I created some business model for the people who are now attending the conference. How to use this machine to make your business better. The first thing for the hospital. So preventive treatment before disease, reduce the social burden. For this, for public government's hospital. Okay. And for the where we locate the machine. So heart divisions, brain divisions, kidney divisions, and nerve division, and so for the physiotherapy, elder, and outpatient division in the hospital. And then in the rehabilitation center, prevent recurrency and prevent recovery. Okay. And say the elder home, in case you have an elder home, the machine can make the elder home, the elder generation people avoid from the stroke. Actually, you can charge some special cost for the maintenance and added value service for them to avoid them from the struggle. An insurance company, if you do the insurance, so people always think, I have no problem, why I have to buy insurance? If you check them, if the data somehow little bit getting higher, I think they will be very much nervous about their health, the heart, the health. Then I think easy for them to consider, they decide to buy the insurance for their futures. So for the insurance company in Hong Kong, AIA, they're using this kind of way to service all the potential clients to make the check. One is so-called the supplement company, mobile drugstore, and then supplement company. They use machine to create more communication, to sell more supplement, and to find more customers for these solutions. And this is our event in Shenzhen, in China, in international medical equipment. So, yes. And this is, we are using, okay, forward. This one is China's one of the very top grade hospital. We call it the Sun Yat-sen Memory Hospital. So this is the train. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the fair also. Yeah, this is in Hong Kong. And then we are doing the warranty service for the elder generation in Hong Kong. You see, there are so many elder generation people. We check for them. After we check, there will be the doctor beside. After we check the data is high, the doctor has to take care. And then the doctor take care. This is the kind of solutions. So I know that there are some doctors here. So if you do the warranty service, you find out the patients immediately. You can provide a good service for them. And this is the famous Hong Kong drugstore chain store, Wai Yun Tong. They are saying, Wai Yun Tong saying there, I don't know how to say it in English, 安公牛黃丸. 安公牛丸 is a kind of very expensive, say, the medicines. One piece costs Hong Kong dollar almost 800. So once you get the data very high, automatically the guy will buy 2 pieces or 1 piece back home as a safe. So this is the medicine chain store. And this is the 300 people as a volunteer testing for them. You can see all the other generations. So this is for governments, we do the volunteer. And based on that, you can find a lot. At this time, I see this is the February of this year. 300 people. We get 67 people who are having very serious data, which is easy to get in the ABI, high, easy getting struck. So these 70 people, I think they are safe. Because after that, the doctor take care of them. So this is today's my presentation to say the preventive treatment before disease.